Today we will study about the theory of consumer behavior. So, what is the consumer behavior? This is starting for studying economics. So last week we will review the demand and supply curve and decide the price. The price name is equilibrium, and the market price we call. So first time start the economics from that define the definition of economics, and first time why we start or occur the economics is start the scarcity. Resources are limited. It is easy to say you have money is limited. So you have, even if you have the limited your pocket, your wallet's money, but problem is your need or wants is unlimited. That's why how do we consume the product or services? It means how to buy the product or services for my needs. At the time, we will think about the utility. So today, we will review the utility. Before that time, we just introduce the consumer and consumer behavior. So the theory of consumer behavior means a study of how people decide to spend their money based on their individual preference and budget constraints. It means if you want to buy some stuff or services, there are two reasons. One is how much do you have? The other one is what do you preference? So which one compare? Which one do you like? And also think about how much do you have in your pocket? How much do you have money? This is for study of people spend their money to buy some services and services depends on or based on individual preference and also budget constraint. This is for branch of microeconomy. Last week, some weeks ago, we will review the microeconomic and macroeconomic. So we can approach the study by economics. Basically, economics consists of two branches. One is microeconomy, the other one is macro, as I said. So this area, consumer behavior, is related to microeconomic area. So the consumer theory shows how individuals make choice. Also, how much income they have available to spend and the price of goods and services. So anyway you want some stuff or some services, you have to buy them because you can produce everything. First time in the history, human history, is to change products. Catch the fish, and somebody harvest or somebody get some fruits and then exchange. The exchange price, invisible or visible, doesn't matter, we will say the market. Later we will study that. And the market. Market is some place to exchange their products. So if we say the consumer behavior part, this approach through the microeconomic area. So the pictures shows the definition of consumer theory. Consumer theory is a series of assumptions about how people choose to spend their money. This is consumer. In the marketing area, in the business, the consumer behavior is a different approach better than compared to economics. In the marketing approach, the consumer approach, this style, for example. If I saw the TV marketing advertisement for good EV, electronic vehicle. Oh, I want to buy some electronic vehicle. And you easily recognize or your prepper or wants or need, sometimes need, wants to buy the EV, Tesla style or Tesla Y series or something, Y type. That is recognized. And next step is memorize your memory. So think about it. Always, not sometimes. I think the EV Tesla. And suddenly, or by the way, you run into the automobile market or some department store, the exhibition of Tesla exhibition there. And then just look, you are very deep impression to buy, to want. And you will make your money or how to make it the plan to get a money or borrow money or monies and buy and some any any plan to buy the Tesla. And finally, you get the money or you get some idea to buy the lease or buy, and you can do it to your preference or your need. So, but the consumer behaviors in economics approach a series of assumption that is by something about how people choose to spend their money, because their money means includes the deep meaning is you are limited money on your pocket. So their money means I don't have any more powerful or some unlimited money. Also, there are big super riches, tremendous money. They don't want about it, $1,000, $100,000 car, or they are in the United States. The expensive car is the normal car. Is Lamborghini or some Rolls Royce. You can approach that. The $500,000 is popular car, is expensive car is Lamborghini. So it's about the $500,000 Rolls Royce. Anyway, come back in here. This is for another story. So okay. So theory of consumer is the person way to act or behavior in certain situation. In certain situation means is I want to buy, I want that, or something like that. Every individual has different perspective, opinion, idea, views, wants, taste, need. Everybody very different idea. Hence, the consumer behavior deals with the way consumers spend their income on different services and goods. Different income, different spend their income. It means their money. The same meaning. So, consumer theory is the study of how people decide to spend their money based on their individual preference and budget constraint. A branch is, as I said, is a microeconomic area. So, consumer theory shows how individuals make choices subject to how much income they have available to spend and the prices of goods and services. It means it's limited money. Understanding how consumer operates makes it easier for vendors to predict which of their products will sell more and enable economists to get a better grasp of their individual hands, the unseen force that shape the economics. Did you heard the invisible hands? Invisible hands. This is the invisible hands definition. Invisible hands is classical economics, very key word in the economic theory. So, metaphor for the unseen force that moved the free market economy. Say again. The metaphor for the unseen forces. We cannot touch them. That move the free market economy. So, what's the meaning of the free market? One by one, I explain them. Free market. Free market means an economic system based on supply and demand with little or no government control. This is free market. Last time we will see this type. Demand curve and supply chain, this type. Shift the demand and shift the supply, and then the equilibrium price is moving there. This time. Where is this occurred that this situation in the market? But the pre-market is something economic system based on demand and supplies with little or no government control. No government control. Freely they exchange the products. This is pre-market. So invisible hands at the pre-market, they metaphor for the unseen forces they move or exchange. Is invisible hands, we say. So consumer behavior, consumer theory is invisible hands area. Invisible hand is a starting of the economics theory. So the individual hands is a metaphor for the unseen forces that move the free market economy through individual self-interest and the freedom of production and consumption. But the best interest of society as a whole are fulfilled. The constant interplay of the individual pressure of market supply and demand causes the natural movement of price and the flow of trade. Every trading occurs in pre-market by invisible hands. The term invisible hand first approached is Adam Smith. You know Adam Smith? Famous work. The book name is Wealth of Nations. He describes how free markets can motivate individuals. Invisible hands occurs the motivation. Motivation includes that I want to buy, so I have to work. I want to buy some car. If you want some sports car, you have to work or you have to make money. So acting their own self-interest. I want to buy sports car. I want to buy some track all over the world. So totally this produce what is societally necessary. We live in the society. So societally necessary, we say needs, individually, especially individually, very different perspectives. Opinion is different, idea is different, view is different, opinion is different, taste is different. That's why there are kind of tremendous needs in there. So the producers make the production by individual need, different perspectives. But the individual hands is starting almost 1776. 1776. So the wealth of nation. Where is the wealth of nation Prof? What is the national wealth? This is automatically need for welfare. Now it's very big issues in the United States and all over the world. The big issues is welfare. So we start the welfare in there. It is to Adam Smith makes some idea, the economic perspective through their invisible hands. And also invisible hands move the free market economy, as I said. So invisible free market is some kind of economic systems based on the demand and the supplies. Neither no government rules, no government control. So one of the central principles of free market is the concept of the voluntary exchange. Voluntary exchange. No restrict, no push, no regulation. If I want to buy, I go there. If I want to sell, I go there. This is free market. Invisible or invisible, it doesn't matter. So the free market is defined as many transactions in which two parties freely trade goods or services. Freely trade. So free markets are characterized by the spontaneous, decentralized order or arrangement through which individuals make economic decisions. It means economic decision means totally decision-making enlargement concept. So this is economic decision. Based on its political and legal rules, a country's free market economics may range between very large or entirely illegal. So governments insert or control very little or no. At this point, we divide two democratic systems. last week I said, is Democrat, Department of Democracy, Department of the Republic. Department of Democracy, Department of Republican Party. So the governments control the free market, this Republican, it's a Democratic Party wants to eagerly or press to the free market and control the price. There are many kinds of ways, tax or something, a lot of tools to engage the free market. But basically, Department of Republican parties, they don't want to engage the free market. This is a very distinguished reason now democracy conquered system. Democratic Party, Republican. Now, in the United States, next November, election of president on November 18th. Nowadays, it's very confusing the exactly distinguished factors. So new capitalism, new free market concept. This is another progress for new concepting. Anyway, this is free market. So consumer behavior will come back. Consumer theory is, let me introduce the keyword. Consumer theory is the study of how people decide to spend their money based on their individual preference and budget constraints. Preference and budget. Building a better understanding of individuals' taste and incomes is important because these factors impact the shape of the overall economy. It means how much do you learn? In the United States, college level or university level students graduate, they think about and talk about a lot, and they have goal to how can I get the job? It means how do I reach the six figure? Six figure. Most university guys goals how much get the salary base or some self business. It doesn't matter. How long take time to reach six figures? It means $100,000. This is there. Goals in the economics. So the consumer behavior needs is also saying how the individual taste or incomes very important because these factors to impact the shape of overall economics. Consumer theory is useful but not flawless. As it is based on the number of assumptions about human behavior. Later, I'll guide you consumer, customer, client. A little bit different. Later, I'll introduce that. Anyway, the consumer behavior is a study of individual customers, organizations, or groups' behavior while selecting, purchasing, using, or disposing of goods, ideas, and services. So they can meet their wants and needs. Finally, they achieve the wants and needs. And let me introduce the what is consumer? Consumer behavior. Consumer. The consumer is a person who purchases goods or services for the satisfaction of needs and wants. A consumer is the end user of the goods and services and cannot resell them. Cannot resell them. End user. End user. Final user. If I buy it, I use this for me. For my preference. End user. End user means customers. Consumer, sorry, consumer. The choice and needs of consumer for goods and services have a great impact on various decision of organizations. Great decisions. Decision means is your preference, and finally you choose. So what is the consumer defining? So the 1986, according to the Consumer Protection Act, a consumer means any person who buys any product or hires a base of any service or for the consideration. This is the definition of Consumer Protection Act 1986. It also includes any users of such goods or beneficiary of such services provided. Use is made with the approval of the buyer. This is consumer. Also, the other approach, the concepts of consumers. Therefore, the definition of the concept of consumer is a natural person who purchase, use goods, or accept services for the purpose of daily consumption. The right and interest of consumers shall be protected by these regulations, but those whose act is profitable shall be excluded. Shall be excluded for consumption, daily consumption, and accept. So regarding the consumers, there are some important of consumers. First is consumer creates demands for the different products in the market. It means it's a need. Formal economics in the markets, some producers make some products and push in the market. There are many consumers waiting for the products. But now, there are so many production and producers in the market, as you know, the online market and offline and department store and the traditional market. A lot of markets we have. So even if I make some products in the markets, they very difficult to sell or satisfy consumers. So old generation, we say consumer creates demand for the different products in the market is old style. Now it's technician and knowledge and some robotics or something like that. It's very high technician. So nowadays, the producers push for consumers to spend my products. It means they need some promotion, marketing, sales, and put the more detail or more excellence, but better than style, color, anything. Patent. So producers purchase the consumer nowadays. But the first time, the start is consumer creates the demand. It means that the needs and wants of consumer for different goods and services create its demand market, and hence the need to produce that need. Old one is need created the then. Consumer consumes not only goods but variety of services, goods and services. Hence, the consumers in the market enhance the diversification of different services. There are many kinds of different things. So, for example, we have a lot of bank systems, and we compare and we choose. There are lots of healthcare systems, there are lots of insurance. This is the service. Also, products, many kinds of EV cars, and I choose a Tesla or something other company. So, consumer consumes not only goods but variety of services. Also, the consumer also plays a crucial role in the increasing demand for the consumer goods. It means crucial role because it's a crucial role in the increasing demand. Consumers create or increasing the demand, and the producers follow the market needs. The consumer goods are two types: durable and non-durable goods. Durable goods are those consumer goods that have a lifespan of more than 3 years. This is for durable goods. For example, television, or refrigerator, or washing machine, etc. However, non-durable goods are those consumer goods have a lifespan of less than 3 years old, can be single-use goods such as drink, snack, fruits, some food. This is for non-durable goods. So there are two kinds of durable food and non-durable. Its lifespan is 3 years. Okay, let's move to, I'll introduce what is the client. Customers. Consumer. So, this one. Client, customer, and consumer all seems to be synonym. But the terms have very different meanings as startups and the larger business world. The startup business and the larger business world is a little bit different concept. How to tell the difference between clients, customers, and the consumer? There are 4 key areas of difference. Here. So, just definition of the client, customers, consumers. The customer is the one who is purchasing goods. Consumer is the one who is end user of any good or services. This is customers. Customers are unable to resell any product or service. Cannot resell because it's end user. Customers need to purchase a product or services in order to use it. That is the end user. This is customers. While the consumer is anyone who consume a product or service, consume, they use it, the product or service. This is consumer. The customer is a person who makes the purchase, but consumer can also be customers, and they are more often the end users, making them a major consideration for the business. This is for consumer. So consumer can also be customers, end user. More often the end users. So making them a major consideration for the business. This is consumer. And also a client. Client is a person or organization that hires you for your services. Client. Such as a lawyer or accountant, CPA, lawyer. A customer is someone who buys what you are selling, such as a client's employee or an individual who uses your products or services. This client. So lawyer says, this is my client. My service receiver is client. And the customer and the consumer is same thing, is a little bit end user. But the customers cannot resell the product and services. But even if the consumer is end user, but they only making major consideration of business. This is different for customers, consumer, and client. Okay? And let's move to their 4 key areas of difference: clients versus customers versus consumers. Though people often use the terms client, consumer, and customers interchangeably, there are some core differences to consider. Here are 4 areas worth thinking about. Company type, length of time, marketing strategy, relationship style. This is 4 kind of key areas of difference regarding for 36. Let me introduce one by one, very briefly. The company types. Different companies use different models based on whether they are pursuing short-term customers or long-term clients. For example, digital marketing or advertising agency, B2B companies, healthcare providers, and the law firm often rely on the smaller based on long-term clients for revenue. By comparison, retail store, restaurants, and grocery try to generate a larger base of transactional customers. These clients or customers might or might not directly consume the products they purchase, a little different. Company types. They give some long-term or short-term. Length of time. The consumer or customer journey is generally shorter than the client journey. Customer journey is very long time. The consumer is generally shorter than the client journey. The consumers or customers is a little bit shorter than client. Customer relationships are all about the shorter. Sometimes only consisting of the one-time sale with a retailer or restaurant. So just I want to stop by their McDonald's or local restaurants. This is for customers. But the client relationship retain professional services because it's I want a treatment or cure in the dental care, it's will take a long time. You can go here, you can come in here for 5 times, 3 times. It takes 6 months, or for example, implant. So client relationship retain professional services, something like the doctor, medical doctor, agents, distributor, law firm, some other entity, for example, for much longer period of time. Consumer can be either short-term customers or long-term client relationship. So length of time is different type of distinguish clients, customer and consumer. Clients is a long-term service or product, but a little bit shorter time for customers and consumers. Marketing strategy. Marketing strategy is also key areas of difference between the client, customers, and consumers. Depending on whether a company hopes to attract customers or clients, they might take a different approach to marketing. For example, amusement park would probably use consumer-based method. Aims to generate multiple new customers daily in their market. In contrast, client-based business might opt for the smaller target market but with a higher retention. It means it's repeated. Retention rate. Retention. Client is focused on retention, the higher retention. Anyway, in this case, they must leave their clients and customers happy consumers. The marketing strategy is a little bit different that, but finally the customers happy consumers. And last key area for difference is relationship style. The client-centric companies provide a lot more personal attention to their individual clients. After all, they will be a long-term, fiduciary relationship with them. This might mean adapting software, developing incentive loyalty program, hire people to manage specific accounts. At the other hand, the consumer-focused companies still aim for customer satisfaction, but they might not tailor it so specifically to individuals. Anyway, the goal of either case is to turn the potential client or customer into a consumer. This is a relationship style. So if I'm a tailor, and some clients and customers is coming my retail shop for make some suit, and then I want to make potential customers. This is a little bit different relation style. Direct end users or goods and services, they offer that because it's if I have a restaurant or good steak, and some client is coming, and then I serve very excellent food, and the clients coming to next time become customers. This is relationship styling. So a little bit different customers, consumer, and client. Okay. And let's move to consumer behavior. The important things. Okay, I'll show you. Importance of consumer behavior. Why is the importance of consumer behavior? So analyzing consumer behavior allows you to understand your consumer better and create products will have a high demand because it's a first need in the market very low level. But the clients or customers using that and then they want to put it the more needs or it means more technical or more better color or better design, better technique. So producers makes very efforts in the production. So very high demand. It will also allow the businesses to better place their products in the market and provide outstanding customer services, which will result in gaining customer loyalty. So briefly make some pictures in here. What is the importance of consumer behaviors? Different of the consumers. There are very high demand. Retaining customers. I want to keep going. And customer loyalty. Customer loyalty means is a little bit delayed the brand loyalty. The inventory planning. Inventory planning means is especially very short life cycle products. They want to buy that in the market. So in the inventory is very important things in the business part. Let me explain a little related inventory. The inventory is very important keyword function of the business, especially relate the producer and consumer. Inventory. Inventory means I want to sell my product or services in my factory. It means, make smaller idea, you are opening your business, restaurant business, and you calculate or anticipate forecasting the market volume. Okay, I want to sell to my sandwich for 100 sandwich. 100. So the sandwich is focused to sell time in the 11:30 to 12:30 something. So 100 guys is coming my restaurants. So the inventory is related concept is capacity, the cost, and the revenue. Invest. There are related lots of concept. So I want to sell the 100 sandwich per day. How long do you have tables? Your restaurant. Okay. 10 tables equals 40 chairs. So it means during that time it's just 1 hour per day and I only 40 chairs. So maximum 40 times 2 plus 20 chairs. So 4 tables, 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs staying there for my sandwich, and this table converts 2 times because and then 8 sandwiches. I didn't reach my goals. The first 20 tables, 20 chairs. It means 5 tables more sell to tables. That's why this is for 10, 10, 5. This is 40, 40, 10, 40, 20, 20. Oh, sorry, 40, 40, 20. It means it's 25 tables and 100 chairs. But it's very big scope. So you think about this only 1 hour. I don't need to 25 tables. So 10 tables, only maximum 10 tables, and it means 2.5 times using the tables. It means it's 11 to 30 to 2 point time. It means okay 10:30 to 1:30 p.m. It is only 1 hour, but it's 2 hours. And need more 5 times. It means it's 2. And it's 2.5 times. That's why finally, even if I have 10 tables, I can use to 25 tables. It means it's 100 chairs. That is 100 customers is coming to 2.5 hours from 10:30 to 2 p.m. This style is inventory control. So it means is depends on I decide the inventory, and I can calculate the revenue, budget, and investment, and the cost. 10 tables, 12 tables, 40 chairs, or 35 chairs. This is related to the cost. So totally is basically related to capacity. My sandwich restaurant capacity is 10 tables, 40 chairs, and maximum 2.5 hours per day. And finally, I get a 100 sandwich. This is my goal for my gaining profit through my sandwich restaurants. This is inventory. Also the producers, the product. I produced the laptop computer. And I sell it to Best Buy and Amazon and something. So I am producer of a laptop computer. And how many do I need for inventory in my factory? Because I have some capacity for 100 laptops per day. 100 maximum. And focus the market value is almost 100 value. per day to sell. This is theoretical approach. I have maximum 100 capacity for produce the laptop. Also the market size is 100 volumes per day. I can sell the market. This is perfect script. I don't need to inventory. I don't need to any effort to increase anything. But this is a theoretical approach. Which can control the factors. This one is I can do that. Oh, my capacity is 100 laptop using the 10 people, 10 employees, and 5 the machine line, producer line. But 10 volumes per day is very fluctuable in the market. Some days only ordered 80, some days 120. Okay, here two things. Some days they order only 80. Some days they order 120. Okay, we are max 100 laptop computer per day. 80 is come through run into the this value. 80 is enough, and the 20 remains the inventory. 80 to save, 20 inventory. But suddenly they ask you 120 laptops per day. They sell 100 minus 200 is inventory. It means I cannot sell the laptop even if they ordered 120. I don't have inventory. That's why I lose the earn money from 20 laptops. At that time, we say opportunity cost. So mostly cost meaning in the accounting and my part in manual science are a little bit different meaning anyway. The opportunity cost means if I have some inventory, I can earn the money expected value. So in the accounting, just 100 sell, that's it. Or 80 laptop sell, is 20 is inventory, is that's it. This is accounting. But the manual science part is we cannot represent, read the cost is different. Why your 100 maximum sell? If we have some more powerful marketing tool or strategy, we can sell 120. Or some other approaches is it's very difficult to forecasting in the market value. So if I have more 20 laptops in my factory, I can dispense 120 orders. Correct? So I don't have 20 more inventory. That's why I lose the chance to get the money from order. So this is also cost. Cost meaning is negative. So I lose the chance to make money. This is opportunity cost. At that time, we calculate the safe inventory. Because I cannot exactly forecasting for future markets value. But minimum order is okay. Over ordered volumes we have to have the safe inventory. Safe or safety inventory. Safety inventory. And we anticipate. We are waiting for the factories. And some customers order the 120, I can dispense, quick dispense. And I get the money 120 to dispense the over order. This is opportunity cost. So inventory is very powerful or important area in the economics. So now we come back in here for consumer behaviors. The important thing is inventory planning. So why consumer behavior is related to the inventory planning of produce. Customer loyalty. I want to repeat it again. Repeated buying. And retaining customers. We keep going. Loyalty. And also the differentiation of the consumer. They are sorting. This is for differentiation for customers. High intense groups and low intense groups, something like that. That's why important of consumer behavior. Okay. Okay, let's move to utility. Oh, utility is very long and important things in utility. A lot of things to do. So now 11:20. Okay. Okay, this is all thing the class. And next we will study utility. Okay.